welcome to Butts and Guts. I'm Karen and I'll be teaching you this morning. You should have a couple of things. First, a mat. You never want to do it on a hard, solid surface. You always want to be gentle to your knees and to your back. So that's super important that you have something, even if it's a towel, on your floor. Secondly, I'm using a small weight. This is a 3-pound weight. You can use a little heavier. For some of the moves, you might want a little lighter. You can use no weight at all. You want to listen to your body, see how it feels. As we go through the moves, listen to that body, how it's feeling. If you need to take a little stretch or break, please do so, and then continue on, okay? We're gonna start by working our waist, our obliques. We have this thing called the core, front, the back, and the center here. The sides, we're gonna work first the sides, these obliques attached to your low back, so you're gonna feel some low back work as well. Okay, we're going to work in different planes of motion. Make sure that you don't lock out your knees when you're standing, but just get that soft knee. That's a slight bend in the knee here so that you don't pull anything, okay? So a soft knee, weight right at the chest. Be mindful where it is. It's not over at your chin or your belly button. Bend your knees and have this wide stance, relatively wide, a little slighter than hip. And we're going to just gently rotate from side to side. Now notice how my chest moves in the direction of the rotation. So we're rotating side to side. I'm breathing out. Shh. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes that happens. You want to use your breath in the move. Okay, knees are bent, abs are tight. 4, 3. Make sure you have a nice solid grip, but not too firm on that weight. Now we're just going to go to our right. Rotate, center, rotate, center. Again, notice how the chest is moving in the direction. I'm not just moving my arms like that. I'm moving, rotating through my waist, because that's what we're trying to work right now. Breathe out. Get ready for the other side. Here we go. To our other side, to my left. Again, don't lock out your knees. Nice big rotations for 4, 3, 2, we're going to go back side to side this time, left, right, right, breathe out, feel that through the waist and through the low back, feels good. 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2, okay, we're going to go back to the single sides, center, side. Center, are those knees bent? Are you using your breath? That's kind of a mental checklist there. For 4, again, take a break if you need it. 2, other side now. Go left, I'm going left, center, keep that weight. Again, sometimes people start dropping the weight. You want to keep it right at the chest level. 4, 3, 2, we're going to gently go side to side again. Here we go. Kind of looking over your shoulder as you do that, just to make sure you're doing what you should be doing, and that's rotating from your waist. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to bring the weight above my head. I'm going to bend my knees slightly. This is a little harder, so if you don't want to use the weight, you don't have to. Okay? And we're just going to take it to the side and center. Keep on one side. Feel the pinch through the waist. Okay? Use your waist to come back to neutral position. Okay? Let's do 4. Now, if you can get a little farther over as you warm up, even better. Feel that pinch. Get ready for the other side. Here we go. Breathe. Don't forget to use that breath again. Super important. Squeeze. Squeeze. You feel a little pressure on the hand. Okay. 4 more. 4 again. Working on our obliques, our waist. You feel it through the low back too. Now we're going to gently go side to side. Okay. So I'm going to go left, center. You don't want to do anything too fast here. We want to work our waist, but protect our low back as well. 4, 3, so we're working on our obliques. Okay, I'm going to go to the left side this time. For 4, Keep those knees soft. 3, 2, now gently to the other side. Again, if you want to take a break, please do. Listen to your body. Everybody's different. Okay, side to side gently. Side, center, side, center. Breathe out. Looks like another nice day here in Chico. Sun is out, warm temperatures, slight breeze. Sounds like a weather report, but it's super nice as I look out the window here. 2 more. 2 and 1. Okay, so you might need a little stretch here for a moment. That can be bend your knees, just kind of letting it hang, stretching through the low back. And as I roll up, I'm going to take the weight in my right hand, firming it gently but firmly. Okay, there's many levels here. Again, don't forget, bend those knees, keep a soft knee, because we tend to lock them out as soon as we change positions here. Okay, so I'm going to take my hand and put it on my shoulder. You can keep it here if you'd like. This is a little bit more intense. You're going to lower and lift. Again, think about what's going on here. You're not just going through the motions. You're making those motions count. So try to get a little lower. Now, if you want to intensify it, you're going to take your hand. It's going to come over your head. I'm going to exhale as it does. Breathe out. And we're going to go slower. We're going to do a 2 count over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big reach, exhale. Again, using the breath. Are your knees soft? Don't forget, you have to think about a lot of things just to work your waist. Breathe out, back to singles, over and back. And again, if you feel like you want to bring your hand back to your shoulder, perfectly fine. If you want to keep your hand here, also works, just so long as you're dipping to the right, 2 more, or the side that you're working on. Okay, we're going to slow it down again. Here we go. Over 2 and pull. Think about pushing and pulling and also lowering the weight as far as you can to the sides you're working. 4, 3, breathing out. Okay, we're going back to singles here. Here we go. Single, lift. A little faster pace. 2 more, and 1. Okay, I'm going to switch sides. Notice again what happened. I end up blocking out my knees, so before I do anything, I'm going to center, abs tight, knees slightly bent. And again, we can start at this level here, keeping that weight in your hand. You don't have to grip it firmly, just make sure it's secure. We can take it side. So I'm showing you a level 1 right now. We're working our waist. You feel that pinch. Level 2, you can take your hand up here. Level 3, breathe. Breathe, pushing and pulling. Exhaling as you do. Okay, we're going to go a little slower. 1, 2, big pull. Exhale. How's that feeling, everybody? Feeling it through that waist. Again, our core is super important. It's our stabilizer throughout our day. And let's go back to singles. And for many of the moves we do in a strong pump class, in a kickbox class, exhale, in any class really. 4, again, don't lock out your knees. Form is super important, so you'll hear me talk about it a lot. Slow it down. Doing form correctly prevents injuries and allows you to have the maximum for your workout without the stress. Here we go. 2 more, keeping those knees soft, reaching as low as you can. We're going back to singles now for 4, 3, 2, remember that big overhead reach, or you can put your hand there, and 1. Okay. All right. So we're going to take it down here. I'm going to bend my knees and keep that weight close at hand. We can take a slight stretch if you need to for your waist. Notice how my hand, I'm not letting it drop. I'm supporting myself, and I'm giving it a big old stretch. And I'm going to take The other side again, big reach. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. We're gonna switch it back and forth here with the guts, and now we're doing the butts. And I'm gonna have you on your hands and knees, okay? Now the weight is optional, okay? But let me show you without the weight first. You wanna align your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. So you shouldn't have your hand up here nor back here, okay? If you do feel too much stress through your wrist, you can go onto your knuckles, or better yet, you can go down onto your elbow, okay? Okay, notice this toe here. I'm going to be lifting my left leg. So notice my right foot. My right foot's not here. It's going to hurt my ankle. I'm going to support myself with that toe, and I'm going to lift my leg up, and notice I have a 90-degree angle in my knee. I'm not out here. I'm not super here. Feel should feel natural, and you should see that I have a flexed foot. I don't have a pointed toe. I have a flexed foot, okay? Now, this is a small weight. I wouldn't do anything bigger than this. To keep that form and just to challenge myself a little bit, I'm going to take that weight right there, okay? And we are going to lift and lower. This is a full range move, and lower. Ideally, you want your neck and spine in alignment here, okay? As the weight comes down, if you're using it, squeeze it. Squeeze. This is a full range movement. Now we're going to do a little pulsing. So we get at the top. Pulse it, like you're trying to get your sole of your shoe to your ceiling. Now again, I use the weight because it keeps my form correct. If you do not have the weight, make sure that you are keeping a 90-degree angle, okay? This is a little bit more concentrated. Back to the full range. Down and up. So it looks like this. Again, look at that toe. I'm distributing the weight between my wrist, my knee, and my toe so nothing gets too stressed. So I can work my glute. 2 more. Okay, we're going to go back to the pulsing. Here we go. Lift up. Notice a pulse is a little movement, maybe moving 1 or 2 inches, trying to get it to the ceiling there. Okay, it's a little bit more concentrated. You don't really get a break. You have that constant contraction, and that's where we're working out that glute. Okay, we're going to go back to singles. Down, up, down, up. So looking what your form should look like here. Notice your head's not down here. You're not hyperextending. 4, 3. How's that feeling? Again, take a break if you need to, okay? Now we're going to take it and pulse it. Lift, pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice, kind of like a heartbeat. Boom, boom, or like the Bee Gees. Staying alive, right? Yeah, that was pretty wicked there. Okay, how you doing? Lift up higher. Okay, we're gonna take it down and up. Oh, I'm loving it, feeling that glute work. 4 more. Go 4 and 3. Lift it up high. 2 and 1. Pulse it up. Pulse, pulse. Now try not to lean too far to the opposite side. Okay, stay nice and strong in your position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to take that down. Now, I'm going to turn you on your side here, still working the glute and the outer thigh. So we're in this position here, elbow and shoulder in alignment. Try not to slouch, okay? Should be nice and tall in your movement, okay? You can use a weight if you want or not. Okay, you're going to bend the knee on the underneath leg, the leg be underneath. I'm going to extend the top leg here. I'm going to bend my knee slightly, and I'm going to flex my foot. Don't point it. It's really essential that you flex your foot, okay? Now, if you do have a weight and want to use it, don't put it on any joint. Put it on the outside of the thigh here, okay? And we're going to lift and lower, lift. Now the first set, again, you're not going to feel as much as maybe you want or like, because you're here for this workout. Give yourself time. Pretty soon, again, if you need to stretch it out, please do. Now we're going to pulse, again, keeping that foot flexed and keeping yourself high on that elbow, not slouching like this. For some, I know some people in the gym like to do this as well, okay? So find a position that's comfortable for you but correct. Lift up and down again, up and down again. Weight's going to give me a little bit more challenge here, okay? Supporting leg here, underneath, lifting up. Hope you're all doing okay here. And pulse it. Lift, lift, lift. Yeah, I'm loving it. Starting to feel it through that outer thigh, and you're going to feel it through the glute. Singles, up and down, up and down. Keeping that foot flexed, keeping your position. Little pulses. Pulsing's harder again. More concentrated moves. Okay, moving about an inch, two, nothing too extreme. Oh yeah, I can feel that. Hope you can too. Two more. Now we're going to go back to singles again. Lift up and down, up, down, up, down. Four more. 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Okay, little pulses at the top. Up. Again, keep that foot flexed. Super important. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now you can take a break if you wish, okay? Otherwise, join me in lifting. Trying to get that knee, I put my hand here so you can see where my knee's targeting. It's coming into the chest. Full range motion here, keeping the foot flexed. 2 more. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna hold and I'm gonna pulse it towards my hand. Okay, don't slouch again. Try to get that knee towards your hand. So you can have your invisible hand, or you can actually put a hand up and see where you're supposed to be going. 3, 2, bring the knee close to the chest. Now lift it up and down. Up, and don't have a lot of range of motion. Okay, you got your foot flexed, knees close to your chest. 4, oh, feeling good, delightfully fun. And hold it here, towards your chest, towards your chest, towards your hand. Okay, so I'm pulling it forward, forward, don't slouch again, and hold. Up and down. It's called a clamshell lift, and forward, forward, forward. How's that feeling? Can you feel that burn? Get the tightness through the glute, and up, 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 lift. Okay, now extend it. I'm going to take the weight away, keeping my foot flexed. You should be feeling it all through your outer thigh and glute. We're going to push, push, push it real good, right? Flexing my heel, pretending there's an imaginary wall right there, and trying to push it, keeping the foot flexed. Now, by now you should feel all tight through that hip and glute. That's what we're targeting. Up. Again, tiny. It's like your knee tries to spring towards you, like you're pushing it away. And pulse. Pulse it. This is the hard part. Hang in there. I know how it's feeling. Feeling good. And down. So here, you're going to get a nice stretch through here. Pull that in and kind of lean. Okay. Going to go right into some side planks, and then we'll do the other side. So we're back to the waist. We'll be targeting the abs here in just a minute. Here's a level 1 right here, okay? If you absolutely don't like it because the pressure on your shoulder, you can put your hands behind your head and lift up. Notice you have stacked knees, not touching the mat, okay? That's an option there, okay? Otherwise, you're here. Here's a level 1, okay? Pretend there's an imaginary string pulling you up and down. You don't want this other hip to touch the mat. Level 2, you can extend that leg. Level 3, okay, top legs in front, If you have a bad shoulder, again, go to the level that's most appropriate for you, okay? I'm gonna go down, show you that second level, okay? Level 1. Okay, we've already done some oblique work, so we're just gonna kind of just throw in a little bit more. And now we're gonna hold, okay? Now gravity's trying to pull that hip down, and we're trying not to let gravity win, right? You can put your hand here, you can put it here, and then you can release it, okay? All right, we're gonna do our other side here. So I'm gonna turn to this side now, okay? So make sure you get the other side, opposite side. I'm gonna put that behind my knee, and we're gonna do those donkey kicks here. Again, align your wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Don't ever lock anything out, and notice again, the foot on the floor has the toe, I'm not on the top of my foot, but I'm bracing with my toe, okay? And we're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. Again, keep your head pointing forward. Try not to have it tucked in or extended too high, okay? Keep your foot flexed, super important. Okay, now we're gonna hold and pulse it. Here we go. Trying to get the sole of the shoe to the ceiling. Lift it about an inch or two again. 4 more. 4, 3, oh, feeling good. Remember, take a stretch if you need it. Now back to those full range. Remember, the weight's an option here. Don't have to use it. I like it, keeps me honest, keeps my form, and also makes the challenge a little bit more intense, but you don't have to use one, and I'm not using a big weight, notice. Okay, hold at the top and lift it high. Lift. Again, working our glutes here. You feel a little bit through your back. And singles. Remember, you can always go down onto the opposite elbow to distribute the weight if you don't like it on your wrists, okay? So there's always an option. You're listening to how you feel and your body. Hold and pulse, pulse, lift it nice and high. Again, see the flex foot. Back to singles. Squeeze the weight if you have it. Squeeze it. Almost there on this. And hold and pulse. Lift, lift. Don't lock out that elbow. Singles for 4. Take it down and up, down, up. 2 more. And release. Okay, gonna take that weight here. Gonna roll over. Notice again, I was facing one side, so I have to switch sides here. I'm on my elbow. Let's get our form first before we do anything else. Remember, you don't want to slouch. I'm gonna keep it up nice and high. Okay, bottom leg has a bent knee. Extended leg has a bent knee as well. And your foot is flexed. That's important that you flex that foot. Okay, I'm gonna take that weight, put it here, and I'm gonna lift and lower. How's that feeling for everybody? Remember what it began to feel like as we progressed. You're gonna get that tightness, working the glute and the outer thigh. Lift it up. Okay, now we're gonna hold and pulse. Tiny, again, pulse is a small range of movement here, only going about an inch or 2. Singles. Again, remember, don't slouch like this. Our TV stance, we want it nice and tall. And up, up, lift. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. Moving that body up and down, up. Again, knees bent, foot is flexed. Kind of pull your toes towards your body and not away from it. And lift. Lift. Keep breathing. It's important to breathe. And singles, up, down, up, and down. Ooh, feels good. Okay, little pulses at the top. Pulse. Again, remember to take a break. If you feel like you need that stretch, please take it and rejoin. 4, 3, 2, hold here. Now take the knee in. You can take the weight away if you want. Keep the foot flexed here. And remember the imaginary hand. The knee's trying to Get as close to the hand as possible. If you don't want to use your hand, that's fine. I'm just going to use it to show you how that knee should be moving. Okay, I'm going to pulse it. Pulse it. Oh yeah, that's where you're starting to feel that. The pulses intensify the move. And hold, now lift it up and down, up, down. Keep that foot flexed. And pulse it in. Tiny movements, controlled. You're going to feel this more intensely. And lift, lift. Keep it up. Nice job, everybody. Back towards your hand. Okay, lift. Oh, right there. It's feeling good, isn't it? And take it up. Almost done with the glute portion. We're going to go to the abs here shortly. Hang in there. And pull it in. Keep that foot flexed. You're almost there. I know you can do this. Little tiny pulses and push, 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 and release here. Okay, gonna go up to our elbow, side planks. Let's go up and down like an imaginary string pulling you up. Remember, level 2 is here, level 3 right there. Keep your chest open. So some people like to have their hands here because it prevents them from rolling forward, or the arm up. Lift, lift, lift. And let's hold it for a minute. Keep breathing and gently drop. Okay, on to our abs. Okay, make sure your feet are on the floor. And again, you don't want to clasp your hands. You want to keep them loose behind your head. Remember, you're not pulling on your head. You have to use your abs to lift. So pretend, you know, your belly button, pretend somebody's pushing down and it's lifting. Your pelvis should tilt slightly as you come up, okay? And don't forget to breathe. So you're gonna exhale. Always look slightly at a diagonal, not straight up, but at a diagonal position on the ceiling. My elbows are wide. I'm gonna exhale. These are singles. Okay, we're gonna hold at the top, little pulses again. Tiny, tiny, breathe. Again, that low back is nice and flush with the mat. You're not arching your back. And singles, lift up, down. It's hard to go slow. Use the full range, don't pull on your head, hold it up. Here we go. Tiny pulses, pulses. Back to singles, up and down, lift. Don't forget to breathe. And hold and pulse. Pulse. Again, I'm looking at that diagonal. Looking at you too, high. And hold. Now this is an isometric move here. So you're going to have to keep breathing. That's always the hardest part. People forget. They just start holding their breath. And I want you to get it up a little higher. Okay? Now again, it's like your head's floating on a cloud. All the effort's being done right in the center here. And then I'm going to have you release. Okay? We're going to work our low abdominals here for a moment. Remember to keep your back from arching. Okay? Hands on the side. Feet are going to come up. Okay? And we're just going to tap, kind of air taps. Remember, I don't want my back to arch, so we have all different ranges of motion. Some people can go lower. This is a level 2. But as soon as that back starts to arch, you want to stop, okay? Keep breathing. I don't want to go too low. I want to protect my low back. Okay, bring the knees, crunch. Now some may want to put their hands behind their head and lift the head. Pull the knees towards the chest. Reverse curl, up. Again, this works. Okay, now we're going to combine. I'll do first a level 1. In, out. You can go down, down. In, out, tap, tap. In, out, tap, tap. In, out. Okay. Level 2. In, out, slow, slow. Or head can come up. Okay, again, I'm only doing my range of motion. I'm crunching. And let's put our feet down wide and back to where we started. Exhale. Exhale again. Pushing down with that imaginary finger. Breathe out. Out. 2 more. How's that going, everybody? Almost there. Hold and pulse. Breathe out. Tiny. Again, it's harder. Don't pull on your head. If you feel like you need to take a break, please do so. And let's do an isometric hold here for a minute. Keep breathing. And let's take it back to down and up, down, up. Woo. And little pulses and tiny. Breathe. Don't pull on the head. Notice how I have my thumbs on my neck. It gives me just nice kind of support. Singles. Up. Up. Exhale. Okay, another isometric hold here. Right now my abs are having to do all that work to keep the rest of my torso and my shoulders and head up. Okay? And so now we're going to give it a little break. And take your hands to the side again. Walk your hands together. Okay, pull your feet up. We're getting the low abs here. And pull it in, out. And remember, you can do single taps, crunch, single taps, air taps. You don't have to touch the mat. Okay, going into a level 2, you're going to keep your feet together. In, out, down, up. Pull it in. Okay, if you want to intensify it, lift. In, out, down, in, out, down. 2 more. Nice job, everyone. Keep it up, keep it up. We're almost there. Gonna bring those feet down and plant. And 3rd set. Lift and lower. Breathe out. Think about your form, because as you get tired, your form gets compromised. Okay, we want to keep that form strong. I'm supporting my base with my feet. I'm pushing my belly button into the mat. Okay, I'm not pulling on my head. And I'm breathing. There's so many things to think about just to do it crunch properly. It's not as easy as it looks, right? And pulse it at the top. Exhale. Again, notice I'm tilting my pelvis a little bit so I can get that low back against the mat. Hold isometric, isometric, breathe. Down, up, down, and up. Almost there, almost there. Hold it at the top. And pulse. Keep going. You got this. You got this. Okay? And hold. And take it down. Walk the feet together. Lift it up. Pull it in. Out. And you could tap. 1. In. Out. You could tap the other. Level 2. In. Out. Down. Up. Pull the knees here. Okay. 3rd level. Hands behind the head. And down, in, out, down. We got 2 more, 2 more. Hang in, hang in. Awesome job, everybody. Almost there. And we're going to take it down. Okay? All right. We're going to work our back a little bit, and then we're going to take a nice stretch. So I'm going to gently roll. Okay. Make sure your knees are on your mat. Sometimes people end up putting them on the floor. You want to protect those knees. Okay. And we're going to put everything down, and we're going to put our arms out, and we're going to point our toes. So I've lifted my feet off the floor. I'm going to lift and lower. Notice again, you're feeling it through your hamstring, glutes, low back, all that area here. We want to target the low back. We just spent time working the front. They're a team. Up, lift. We're going to hold it for a minute, but don't hold your breath, okay? Nice. And just release. Now we're going to do it again. And as we lift, I want you to take a big, deep breath in. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Toes are pointed. Again, feeling it right through your low back where my hand is right here. Okay? 4, 3, 2, hold it. You can kick and swim if you want. Almost pool weather here. Or it is pool weather. Pretty darn hot lately in Chico. Hold and release. Oh, awesome job, everybody. We're now going to stretch it out. So we're going to get into this neutral position. And I want you to take a big deep breath in. We're going to stretch our low back, okay? Inhale here and release. Inhale, release. I want you to sit back down onto your heels. Again, everybody's got a different range of motion. And you're going to come down, okay, forehead to the mat. You can get a deeper stretch. You can put your hands to your side into a child pose and just let it go. Keep breathing. Nice. Okay, I'm going to come up. I'm going to stretch through my glutes because we worked them hard today. Okay, I'm back on my back. I'm going to take one leg and put it over. It's not on my knee, it's above the knee. Okay, push that other leg away, grab behind the opposite thigh, flex your foot, and just pull gently. You feel the stretch through that side that has the foot over the knee. Oh, let's just hold it. And it hurts a little bit because it's contracted. Just breathe. Pull a little gently towards you. And we're going to set it down, okay? And then we're going to take that other foot, bring it up and over again, not on the knee, but above the knee. Push that other knee away. Grab behind the opposite thigh. Pull it towards you gently. Feel that nice deep stretch. And again, initially I'm out here. I'm going to pull it a little closer, getting that deeper stretch through the glute and the hip there, okay? And I'm going to bring it down. Now we worked our waist, so I'm going to stretch through the waist here, putting my hands out, stacked knees and feet. My head's going to look to one side, my knees are going to drop to the other, okay? And just don't let them touch, just let it stretch through that hip, through that waist. I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to look the other way, kind of gets a counterbalance so you don't fall over, okay? Okay, come back to center here. Extend one leg, side of the leg that you have extended, roll towards. Okay, we got to get up off the mat here. Okay, so we're going to do it gently because our head's been below our heart. So I'm going to walk it back and I'm going to give it a moment here. I'm going to put one foot forward and notice my toe. I'm going to use my toe and push up gently. And then we're going to take another deep stretch, okay? So I'm supporting myself. Exhale, get that nice stretch through your waist. Okay, we're going to do it again on the other side. Inhale, big deep breath, over, exhale. Okay, we're going to get a back stretch. So my hands are on my thighs, not my knees. Right here. I'm around. So I'll show you from the side here. Just big round and release. And as I round, I'm going to take a deep breath in. Big deep breath in and relax. And again, I'm going to stretch through my legs, but make sure your knees are bent, so I'm standing to the side so you see that. I'm just going to let it hang down. And some of you, range of motion might be here, some here, some here. Degrees on, depends on the day. As the day progresses, I can get lower. In the morning, I'm a little bit more stiff. And again, don't lock out those knees. Keep a soft knee, just release. Gently roll it up. Okay, we're going to take a big deep breath in, through your nose, bend your knees, lean back, stretch through the rib cage, through the abs, come up center, and exhale. Oh, great job, everybody. Really enjoyed having you with me today, Butts and Guts. I'm Karen, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, have a great day. All right, bye.